Good morning, everybody. My name is Pat Boyd. I represent 7 towns in northeastern Connecticut, but it's no secret to people in the legislature, at heart, I'm a camp guy. And we thought that on the eve of the summer camp season, with the end of the session, it's time to get together with camp leaders from across the state and promote what sometimes seems like one of the best kept secrets in the state, but one of the most important childhood development things that we have, which is summer camps, which hundreds of them across our state are going to open in the matter of months from all different organizations. So first, I want to say the folks that are with me here today are part of a coalition to the American Camp Association and the local Connecticut chapter, which is the Connecticut Camping Association. We have representatives from the Boy Scouts of America, the Girl Scouts of Connecticut, the Connecticut Coalition of YMCAs, the 4-H, and independent camps who believe strongly that the outdoors and summer camp is the place to be. The decision my parents made when I was a kid to send me to camp, I look back as one of the most important decisions that they made, because there's no other place that teaches independence, teaches leadership, that has an appreciation for the outdoors and how to work together. And I think we all agree that post-COVID, there's nothing more important than getting kids outdoors, working with each other, and getting some of these skills back that we're missing during that time. And today is hosted by some of my legislative colleagues, and I wanted to give them a chance. First, our Minority Leader, Vinnie Candelara.
Thank you. Thank you, Pat. And it gives me great pleasure to be here to celebrate today with all of our various camps throughout the state of Connecticut. Some of you may know, the beauty of a citizen legislature is we bring all different perspectives, and I myself run a sports complex, and we have camps throughout the summer. We've had full day camps in the past, and it is certainly something that enriches our children's lives. It is just so important of a component, especially as kids are getting out of school, to pick up where they left off and continue the enrichment environment all the way through the summertime. Coming out of COVID, it is more significant that we make sure that we're getting our kids into these camps. And a shout out to the Boy Scouts. I myself spent many summers with my boys camping in the woods, and now that they're adults, the bonds that we created maintain throughout our lifetime, and I could already see that in their young adult life. So I'm here to support our camps and thank them all, and we're here to continue to look at legislation to address the challenges that they're facing, especially at a time where getting employees and recruiting people to help work at these camps has been a challenge. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next co-host is Senator Seminara. Welcome.
Good morning, everybody. First, I'd like to thank everyone who came to the Capitol today, and thank you, Rep. Boyd, for his team for putting this together. It's a pleasure to be a part of Youth Camp Advocacy Day, and I am honored to highlight the incredible impact that camps have on developmental and educational phases of a young person's life. Youth camps provide a vast amount of resources that not only improve the quality of life of a child, but also partner with a parent or a guardian to provide a memorable experience. The great Paul Newman, founder of Connecticut's own Camp Hole in the Wall, once said, "The excitement, enthusiasm, and energy that are illustrated by these young children throughout camp are similar to witnessing a mini miracle." The 8th District, which is where I represent, have many camps. Camp Jewel, which is Y of Colebrook, Camp Workman in New Hartford, and also I want to highlight the Kids of Summer Foundation of Avon, which forges a relationship with local camps to provide full or partial funding for children and families that may be in need. I can't be more proud to represent them, and through these experiences, campers again are able to gain independence and confidence. And let's face it, camp is fun. So thank you for being here, and thank you for supporting campers.
Unfortunately, Senator Needleman could not make it today, but he sends his regards, and I do want to shout out a number of my colleagues who are here supportive, including the Children's Committee Chair, who's done a lot of work in this area. Next, I'd like to introduce the camp director of the Hole in the Wall Gang Camp. It goes by the camp name Pendo, but he's operating this last year as the president of the Connecticut Camping Association. It's Alan Pender.
Hey everyone, good to see you. As Pat said, my name is Alan Pender, but everybody at camp calls me Pendo. I have the distinct pleasure and privilege of serving as the president of the Connecticut Camping Association and the camp director at the Hole in the Wall Gang Camp. I get to work alongside a pretty amazing and awesome group of people who are dedicated, compassionate, and some of them are here today joining me. And what we do is we provide camps in Connecticut with resources, trainings, and a community that we can really share best practices. The camp experience is so important to the children of Connecticut, and we have over 377 licensed camps in the state of Connecticut. And this year, over 115,000 children will get to experience Camp in Connecticut. Over 15,000 seasonal staff will be employed by camps all across the state. The impact of the pandemic has hit all of us, especially those children and staff that could not attend camp during these hard times. It has also impacted their mental health and how they socially interact with each other. More so than ever, these children and staff need camp, and camp can provide a space for children to be children. The American Camping Association released some findings from a long-lasting impact study. Lots of great findings, but one that stood out is that high-quality camp experiences are linked to youth and staff development. Camp is a unique learning context, and it can really help these young people as they're in school and looking for jobs early on in their life. Simply, what it boils down to is camp is much more than a place to send your child for a day, for a week, for a summer. Camp is a place to play, intentional play with a purpose. Camp is about creating lifelong memories, lifelong friendships, new experiences where creativity can come to life. A place where children can witness what they create when a safe and nurturing space is created for them. Essentially, camp is magic, camp changes lives, and with your support and backing, camp will continue to change lives. Thank you very much, and now I'm going to pass it back to Pat.
Next, I'd like to welcome somebody who's very supportive of the camps in Connecticut and works closely to make sure that camps are safe, that they maintain safe, and that they're places that parents can trust their kids. And so with that, the Commissioner of the Office of Early Childhood, Beth Bye.
Thank you, Rep. Boyd. I'm so happy to be here. And Pendo, a big thank you to the Camping Association, because as the regulating agency, we have an incredible partnership where we talk through our challenges, where you support changes like the background checks that aren't easy, but you understand what it means to child safety, and we work with the legislative colleagues to make sure those regulations are workable for camps as well. I also want to give a big shout out, thank you to the camps for their work during the pandemic. The Camping Association helped us get out tests, gloves. You made it so easy for us to keep campers safe and be able to have camp, and that was a heavy lift. Hundreds of thousands of kits across the state with your help. So I really thank you for your partnership. It's been an interesting experience to go from the regulated to the regulator. But the Camping Association has made that a real collaborative relationship, which is a goal of our governor, that we need to regulate and keep kids safe, but we also need to help our businesses that are supplying so many great experiences for kids, and also helping our workforce for the future. I know my first real job where I got a tax form was Camp Pollywogs in Greenwich. And my first director job was director of Camp Pollywogs in Greenwich. And I'm quite sure I wouldn't be the commissioner of the Office of Early Childhood without the experience that camps give you, because they help young people be leaders early
at young ages, and those skills stay with you forever. Never mind how important this is for the children. I should say that's our core goal with camps, is that kids are having fun and they learn, because we know children learn through play. And I can't thank you all enough, because it's not easy to run a camp. And in Connecticut, we have such a high quality of life, and it's because of organizations like yours. So happy to be here today, and turn it back to Rep. Boyd, who's been a great partner.
Thank you. We have one more speaker, but one thing I was thinking, Rep. Candelora, is the Hall of the House is much like an amphitheater in a camp, right? Where the campers sit and there's skits and songs. And maybe if there's a tense moment in the house, we should pause and lead everybody in a song, and then a camp song, and we can go back at it. Because some of those principles could come into play here. Last, I'd like to introduce Governor Lamont, and also thank him, because this year the State Department of Education put out millions of dollars in the summer enrichment grants, which are helping a lot of the camps that are behind us, and are really getting the opportunity for more kids to get out of their house, to get out of their yard, and go out and do camps as well. And we appreciate your support. So, Governor Lamont.
Can you hear anything? Hey, Vin, you guys got to pay for the mics here in the legislative building. Look, thanks to, we got to get the kids outside pretty soon, so we're going to make this pretty quick. I think I learned in a personal way how important camps are as we were getting out of COVID. And I thought, okay, let's go learning loss. Let's get going on the STEM. Let's get these guys ready to go in September. And many of these kids, after some tough times during COVID, needed a shoulder to lean on. They needed some fun outdoor activities. They needed to learn in a different way. And that's what the camps provided. And thanks to our friends in the legislature, we were able to put some resources on the table. We kept going right now. We have over 100,000 kids able to take advantage of our over 200 camps across this great state. Most of them are scholarship, many of them with no cost at all, making sure we make that available to each and every one of them. And it's about camaraderie, it's about learning, as Vin knows, it's about sports and what you can do together as being a team. Sometimes what you need is a coach. And Hole in the Wall gang, I always loved Paul Newman when he said some of these kids, no matter how tough a situation they're in, they all have a right to raise a little hell. And these camps represent a little bit of something for every one of these kids. Helps them get back in the game, helps them learn a different way, helps them be with each other and socialize. It makes the fall even better. So I'm really glad that this is Camp Day. I'm glad we're able to open up the access through our summer enrichment program and make it available for each and every kid that wants it. Thanks, everybody.
I would be remiss if I didn't take the advice of Representative Linehan, who pointed out that camps are one of the few places that kids can experience the water and water safety in a controlled environment, where that seems to be disappearing from time to time.